Everybody, welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. Alright guys, I hope y'all are having a very good day. I'm here. So, yay. It's my last part of my MSQ. For now. For now. For now. So, I'm going to register for my MSQ. It's my last dungeon. I don't know, once again, I don't know the mechanics. Never been in here. Never even watched, whatever. So, sometimes you just got to go through the motions, right? So, while I'm always waiting for a queue, which shouldn't be too bad, I'm on my tank. So I am on my tank, and not that I'll probably whatever, but gonna go fishing. I'm gonna go fishing real quick. Um, because I'm still trying to get things up, leveled up in my crafting, all of that, all of it. So it's pretty good so far. Halfway into March, so the way I'm looking at this now, once I've cleared up the MSQ, I can just on my main, I have my item level up to 363. It should be about 365 by tomorrow or the next day. So I'll be able to do my dailies, and that's all I really care about right at this particular moment for now. The reason being, I don't have to. Getting my other tunes up there is the main goal. Just getting everything up to par. I'm making up 5 years of content in 5 months. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. So, but I'm up to the task. Plus, Square Enix has made a nice little perk for that heirloom, which has made things a lot easier. Then you have that bonus XP, the road to 60, definitely comes in handy as well. Add the rest XP, which, it helps. Every little bit helps. So, overall, I'm pretty happy about my progression so far in this game. Now, for majority of people, it would be harder to try to limit or try to, I don't even want to say the word limit. Trying to think of the best analogy to put it. The best course of action to maximize their time efficiently. Because, some people are busier than others, and some people, everybody's different. Everybody's different in life, right? So I would make the recommendation of definitely researching the jobs that you want to play because of the time restrictions. If you're going to be like me right now, I know I got a, healer, and I'm waiting on a healer and another DPS. So I have a little time, I can take the time and do the little things that are going to help me down the road. All right. Oh, forgot I don't need to unhook that. Still trying to get pike. I'm working on my culinary. I'm working on my leather. I'm working on all my jobs, really. Couple jobs is off to the side. Prioritizing. Let me tell you something. One thing you have to understand: prioritizing. Prioritizing is just the key. Like, I've had the level 70, but I knew, like, if I keep working on my level 70 and farm out the gear and whatever, I'm never going to get my other classes done, because then all of a sudden I'm on a gear grind that I don't need to be on right now. I'm just months away from the new expansion. Things aren't going to be so grim. I'm not going to need... A lot of people are trying to push the item level 400 prior to the expansion. That's not necessarily a good thing. Why? Because you're only going to have a minimum item requirement to get into the new expansion, right? To access the new content, typically. With that being said, they're going to have drops. Right? The quests that you're going to do are going to provide items that are going to gradually increase your item level regardless. So that's why I said gearing up in that is not a priority for me at this particular moment. I already know going forward that my best options are getting my jobs up to that point. Then determining what role is going to be my main during this um, new expansion, and then keeping my other jobs up as best as possible. But crafting being the biggest focus point besides my maining, whatever I decide to main. We're going to release that. But yeah, so that's my recommendation anytime you're going to play. You know, if you're coming new into a game, or any game for that matter, and you're limited on time and available play time, just main thing in this game, MSQ. You know, pick your main and get through the MSQ. You can pretty much level 2 if you wanted to through the MSQ because you got random dungeons, and it makes it a lot easier, especially if you are playing a support role like a tank or a healer. So let's say you main a DPS, and you can do that throughout the entire MSQ, but you'll want to level a support class. You can do that through the group finder. It makes it a lot easier. So you can level 2 jobs through your MSQ. Now, if you started with only 1, that's fine. But down the road, depending on your preference, and let's say you want to pick up a support class later, depending on that class, it may become a little bit more difficult. But like classes like the Dark Knight and the Astrologian already start at level 30. So you're not starting off at level 0. Just lost my DPS. Like I said, this is the last dungeon, so queue might take a little longer. Plus, it's early. Aha. So I'm going to quit. I'm going to switch to my main. We're going to commence. Last part. Oh, it's almost there. This throws me a curveball, though. I'm going to be crazy. And then I got to unlock some other dungeons that I've been having to wait for. This looks like it's going to be a very long cutscene, so I'm just going to cut to the chase. All right.
Forward! Forward!
Leave this to me.
Alright. First boss, let's just pay attention, make sure we try to pick up the mechanics as best as possible. Never know, might be a tank and spank. Good shit. What's the item level on that? 375? I'll take a look at it. I think it's better than the one, actually. At 360. I think I have a 360 ring.
I shan't hold back!
Ready?
Alright, second boss. Thank you. That healer's good. Good fucking healer. Alright. Woof. Alright, that one's down. Okay. I think there's one more boss, I'm not sure. Shit, loot. 375, I'll grab it. Just because.
You underestimate me! This knight does not yield! Out of my way! One!
To get serious!
All right. Anything I should know here? Or big explosion with Captain. It's about the most I got out of it. Like pie. Sure. there's some of that. At the end, we have to squish them before they finish casting, or we'll all get squished. Alright. Sounds good. I'll mostly dodge. Somebody already biffed it. It wasn't me. That healer is awesome. Next. That's pretty. You know there's going to be a last part with both of them in. That's something you got to do. Right? Cool. Should be a last part. Right. There we go. There we go. There we go. That healer's getting it all day, every day. That was awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Now, I'm curious. Because I think I ended up... Now, I have a 390 ring and a 360. So, this is a lot better than my 360. Oh, bingo, baby. What's up? And I have some new bracelets. They're both this. Oh, no, no, no. I like the determination one. I actually like this. Not too much of a bump, but hey, man. Gotta start somewhere. $282. What's my net currently? Oh. Hello. This is why you don't worry. Oh, that actually took me down. So we're not going to be using that. Any earrings? I don't think I got an earring in there. No. And I think I got a headpiece. 375, 360. There you have it. That's why I said don't worry about that. Actually, that's even lower. No. Equip. 362. 361. $360. $362. Let's see, it goes down. 356, 362. $366. So there we go. We got a 366 item score. Now, just got to play with it a little bit. Yo, Irish, what up, what up? How you doing, Purple? Saw that last stream. It looked good. You can do it. I need coffee. Damn, I always need coffee, brother. We got it, though. This is it. This was it. Now I'm at 365. Now I have to unlock 2 more dungeons, and then I can do my dailies. You know, so on expert mode and stuff. So I'm really happy about it. Purple, that was an awesome vid you did last week, man. Both of them. Really good, man. I liked it. I especially like the one that poured salt on salt. That was, you know, kind of ironic. That was awesome. Mark, how you been, brother?
Indeed. I had hoped we might do more.
How you enjoying this game? I hope whoever's playing this, I hope you all are enjoying it as much as I am. I have been having a blast.
A tactical withdrawal, perhaps?
We should give chase. Finish them off while we have the chance. Imagine the other surprise when they wake to find the war already won.
Oh, shit. Not again.
The light will expunge all life. Only you can forestall the calamity. Throw wide the gates.
No! 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 Not like...
Oh my gosh, no. I knew it. I knew it.
Oh no. Don't tell me. Are you all right? Quickly! We must get her back to the encampment.
Got my dragon flying mount, so loving it. Yeah, grats, brother. I know, dude, I'm telling you. I knew once you started flying, like, so here's my question. Cal, are you going back? Can you go back afterwards? That becomes my question. Can you go back? I literally have started to ask myself, what can pull me from this? Probably PvP, but I have games that I can PvP on, but you know, that's the big issue for me right now. That's the issue. What can literally pull me away from this currently? All right. Too early to sift through a bunch of reading. Now, all I have to do is unlock, I want to say there's 2 other dungeons I got to unlock in the rest of my raids. And I'm like caught up to a degree until they get the next update. So I anticipate another story update prior to Shadowbringers. I think it's even been announced, if I'm not mistaken. And then Shadowbringers comes out, and the story's getting good. Nope. I know Wrathstone drops today. No desire to log into ESO whatsoever. I know, it's hard. It's hard. It's fucking, from a PvE's perspective, it's hard to let go. Now, PvP becomes my new debacle. It's just becoming my new debacle. Like, you know, I got my PvE game. PvP could be good in this game, but it needs a little finesse. It needs a little bit more work. I keep stressing and I keep saying, do not use PvE developers in PvP. They understand mechanics, but they don't understand PvP as well as PvP developers. PvP developers are a new breed. And you can always tell when you have a good PvP developer in an MMO. Why? Because they know combat. They know combat. It's like literally, you know, somebody who's walked into a war before, who's been on the front lines, versus somebody who's never seen a real battle ever in their life, right? Because when you talk to the people who's been there, they always have a different version of telling it from the person who hasn't never been there. Just in the way their descriptions are, when you talk to them, you know there's a difference, a huge discrepancy. And it's the same thing in a developer's chair. You know the difference between a seasoned, developer who knows how to develop PvP versus the ones who do not know, who are basically more in PvE, who are like, you know, finessing with it. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was an epic cutscene right there. To be continued. I'm caught up. To be continued. Oh, to be continued. It's, oh my gosh. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with the MSQ. I'm done. I am done. 2 months. Done. Done. 5 years worth of friggin' storylines done in 2 months, and I promise you guys, I will have majority, except maybe 2, but majority of my jobs up to 70 prior to Shadowbringer launch. Here's my goal: killing 5 years of content in 5 months. 5 years of content I'm going to destroy in 5 months. That's my goal. And let me tell everybody this from now, will I get it all done? No, there's just too much content in this game. That's the problem. I have to focus. I have to sift through what's the most important, optimal way of getting through the content in this game. And you can do it. Anybody can do it. But once again, primary focus, MSQ. All your content's locked behind the MSQ. You have to go through it. You can't just level a tune and say, I'm done. You know, I'm up to level 70. But you can't do any dungeons or anything. So just get through the MSQ. Once you get through the MSQ, it just opens up every door and every content that you have access to. This is important in this game, this product. It's so good. Well, I mean, there are a couple parts where I get a little like, oh my god, this is so drawn out. This is so drawn out. I'm almost the Stormblood dude. Yeah, it gets good. The plot's good. The plot twist. There's a couple of things that I was like, that seems vaguely familiar. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I'll tell you guys. I actually wanted to get a hold of Square Enix and think about doing a little project on the side prior to Shadowbringer release. But I would have to get the thumbs up from Square Enix to do that. Because I don't want to suffer any legal ramifications or anything like that. But I think it would be a cool side project. And I think a lot of people would enjoy it. I'm not saying everybody, but I think a lot of people would enjoy what I have in mind. But I will try to reach out to the Square Enix company maybe in a week or two and see if they'll allow me to do it. If they'll allow me to do it, that would be pretty friggin' epic. I'm going to look into it. No promises. No promises. But overall, love it, love it, love it, love it. There's been a ton, and let's see. I can do my trial now, right? I think this is the one I needed. 355. There was something else I needed. I did that. I think this is the one I have to do. The hell's cur? Think I have to do this. Alright, we'll queue it. We'll queue it. I don't know it. We'll queue it. I've got to get through so much stuff. But once again, I'm always having fun. I'm always enjoying myself. And I encourage everybody else to do the same. No matter what game you play, man, have fun. Optimize the time efficiently. Understand where you're at in your work, your life, right? This is my recommendation. Understand where you're at and your time restrictions, man. Because we all have life, right? We all got things going on. And everybody's got something different. So how you take your time and spend it efficiently in any product is going to be important to enjoy the time spent in that game. Because games are supposed to be what? Recreational, right? They're supposed to be a recreational element to what you enjoy. Like, I don't watch television. Like 90% of the time, I don't watch TV. People are like, you know, do you watch TV? I'm like, no, I don't watch television. Hell no. This is my entertainment. I might catch a movie here or there, or I might catch a series like The Flash. I've been watching The Flash, whatever. But I don't keep up with it all the time. Sometimes I'll just do, like, I'll have 2 or 3 hours downtime. Like, when I watch The Flash, it's to pull away, take a break from the game, right? Because you can always get a little overwhelmed with too much of anything. Life's about balance, right? That's what, you know, that's one thing I was always into martial arts for when I was younger, was balance. That's why I always appreciated it. Balance. It's about balance in life. Balance, balance. Everything goes back to balance. And that's true. So, same thing. Like, if there's times, like, you know, I'm taking a break from the game, I'll binge on, like, 2 or 3 episodes of The Flash. I'll get caught up. And it's like, okay, you know, I'm laying down. I'm, you know, whatever. I'm just relaxing. you know, taking a break, and then all of a sudden, boom. But overall, I'm really I hate when this happens. It's like a delay in my keyboard for a minute. But yeah, so honestly, my recommendations, find out what you want to main. First thing, if you're going to level a secondary, you can do that throughout the course of the MSQ. But my recommendation is use your DPS to get through majority of the main story quest, and then use your support, whatever you want to support, as your dungeon finder, because it'll literally almost keep it up until about 62, where you'll have to almost play exclusively or slow down the MSQ. Once you get through the MSQ, then you're like, it's golden. You're golden. It's like, now it's all about your alts. It's all about, like today, my machinist will hit 60. Didn't quite get there yesterday. Didn't quite get there. But today, my machinist will be 60. Now it's going to be literally getting my healers, my samurai, my machinist, and my red mage up to 70. My crafting up to 70. And then my support DPS classes. Then if I have time, I'm hoping to finish up with the black mage and the paladin. And that's pretty much about it. and my pugilist, my monk. So the last 3 classes on the back of my list is paladin, monk, and black mage for me. My red mage is what I want to do after my samurai and machinist. That's my next on my list, is my red mage. Now, also, when I hit everything up to 70, like, I'll be giving out the macros for this build. I will finalize everything, all the descriptions for the warrior here, for the tanking aspect, right? And how to separate the difference between the off-tank, an off-tank position versus a main tank position. That's optional. A lot of people will agree. A lot of people disagree. Some people will agree. I'm just going off of my experience and what's going to make it the most efficient way for new players to play, to utilize efficient macro system to keep their buffs under control depending on every scenario. So that's where I'm going to go out with it. I'm just going to put my expertise, you know, out there, and hopefully other people who haven't played that class or that job, in this case, can benefit from that. Now, how do red mages communicate? Verbally. Verbally. I saw the video. He's so funny. I'll tell you what, you guys, if you are new to Final Fantasy XIV, please go check out this content creator named Larry. He's really funny. He's amazing. I also make the recommendation to go check out Work to Game. They are really, really good content creators. Chris and Brian over there are really solid content creators. And Square Enix is actually really blessed to have these two collaborate to have their own channel and to give really relevant and good information to not only veteran but new players as well. I think they're just amazing. They have a very positive attitude, so I would recommend anybody to check them out. And if you want a new player's perspective, you should definitely go check out my boy here, Irish Mage, because he's putting out content from a new player's perspective, putting in a couple nice little clips, videos, so you guys should be checking him out as well. I really think that you can always learn from somebody, right? You can always learn from somebody. So, and for me personally, I just want to thank anybody who stops in, who, you know, wants to check out my channel, see what I'm about. I'm not the nicest of guys. I admit this. I admit this. I am not the nicest of gentlemen to be around. But at the end of the day, you know what I do? I do what I gotta do. That's the name of the game. I do what I gotta do. I do what I gotta do. That's what I do. So, but at the end of the day, I just have fun, and hopefully, if anybody can get anything good from my channel, so be it. The only thing I don't like, I will smash trolls. You can't. You're not. I have yet to meet a troll I can't take down. Trust you and me. I have yet to meet a troll I can't put back under the bridge. So, believe you and me. Trolls get stomped in this channel. They don't like it. The problem of it is you got to be sophisticated and intellectual to come at me and hopes to defeat me. You might have the intellect, but might lack the sophistication or the how should I put it? The in-depth manipulation tactics to turn it around on me is what I should say. Yes, you are supportive and nice. Thank you, Irish. I appreciate that, man. I try to be, but a lot of people don't look at me in that way. A lot of people were like, Mystic's toxic. There's a whole video of me. I think there's actually 2 or 3 videos on the Izzo community about me being toxic. It's like, oh my God, here we go again. I'm glad some content creators have built their career on top of my back. Thank you. I feel like Eminem. I had to give you a career to destroy it. Jeez, Mateezes. A couple of people have built their fucking channels on top of my back. But it's fine. It's fine. At the end of the day, it's all good. I wish them the best. And you know what? I've been out there. I've been there. I've done some things I'm not proud of. I am not proud of. Like when I went after Gilliam and the Rogue in the past, it wasn't because I was like, I had a thing and I wanted to just take him out. No. I actually was impartial to him, per se. I felt like he had pretty good content, and he definitely had insight, but he just at times just said some of the dumbest things that I'm like, what the fuck are you smoking? At one time he said BIS, and then he's like, well, the game's more open-ended. It's like, make up your mind, motherfucker. Is it BIS or is it open-ended? You're the one that's changing your fucking tune. At first you're saying, this is the meta, but then the meta changed all of a sudden before the launch. Why? Nothing changed in the PTS. I mean, have you just changed your mind about the Munduses? No, it's because I was on his ass. He did the testing and he just shut the fuck up. Same thing with Deltia. I like Deltia. He's the greatest guy in the world. He is the greatest. And if you guys, and some of his guides are still relevant to this day. I'll tell you that. So I would always tell people, man, go check out Deltia. He was a good content creator for the community. It's just a lot of people didn't have the right information during the time the Elder Scrolls was put out there. You had players coming in, dictating metas, dictating, best in slot, which the game never fucking had. It's like, and then you had players who didn't believe that any class could play any role. And then I'm like, how did you miss it? How did they miss it? These are content creators. How did they miss it? Like, how? And this is why, like, me and my friends, when we were playing, we had played MMOs for years, and like I said, we moved together in different products. Now we've drifted apart, but I still love them. Azzy, I still love you. Zur, I still love you. Paper, I still love you. Nev, man, you the man. Neferia, all of you mean so much to me. Bio, wherever you are, you guys all mean the world to me. So, though a couple of the things that in OD and Jerk, all of you guys, I've almost forgot Jerk Zero. What's up? So we moved together, different products and stuff. Just look at all the crazy stuff since Gilliam started working at Sauce. You might not have been wrong about him. Just saying, yeah, I know. But I don't have it out for him, man. I really don't. I don't have it out for Gilliam. I don't. I wish him the best. I wish him the best in this world. I'm happy that he got his dream job. I wish him nothing but, prosperity. Nothing but. But it comes down to the whole thing, like, I don't want people, like, it's okay to be wrong, but, to sabotage a game's potential was just something I was against. And here I come along, twaddling along. Now, me and Zai were roughly around the same time. And, of course, I promoted Zai all day, every day. I told everybody. I told any motherfucker I saw, man, go check this dude out. He's good. He's good. And, Zai blew up. So I was really happy about that. Because he taught the same things that I was teaching. There's a diminishing return. There are classes, all these classes have potential to play every role. There are different builds that will produce the same result, and other builds that will accommodate each class differently in that role. And he had the conception down where the other content creators were still mind-numbingly dumb as fuck. I mean, when I watched them, I couldn't deal with it. And that brings me back to my crew, because we wouldn't watch YouTubers. We literally used to pick on YouTubers. Because we were elite assholes. We were elite dicks. We were like, really? And we would literally, I remember one time we were doing a raid and we pull in this content creator, and way long ago when YouTube was first, whatever, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to be the voice behind the game. And we're like, okay, cool deal. Awesome. And we were like, why don't you take point, man? You the professional, we're the slackers. So, we're going to let you take, man, we ripped this, by the end of the raid, we ripped this dude up so bad. I don't even know what happened. And I was just like, we're so mean. We're so fucking mean. Because we couldn't take them serious. We couldn't take content creators fucking serious. Because half the time, when you watch their videos, it had some relevance to it, but some of it was just so fucking goddamn jacked that you were like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like, did you forget that you had to, during this mechanic, you had to push in the mitigation, or else, and everybody else has to play it this way? And they get through it, but then all of a sudden you see, like, very skimmed moments. Very questionable moments in some early YouTubers' content that they just missed fundamentals completely. And that's why we couldn't take them serious. And that's why I never wanted to be a YouTuber. Because I'm like, who could take a YouTuber serious? Who can take them serious? Well, obviously, millions of people. But go figure. But at the same time, I was like, I don't want to be like those other guys. I don't want to be dictating. The only thing I want to do is basically teach core fundamentals. Let people go from there. It's a learning process. Everything about an MMO is a learning process. Give them the fundamentals, let them expand upon that. Just let them go. Let them do their thing. People will find their way majority of the time. People have a way of we all take different roads in life, but we all end up in the same destination, right? All roads connect sooner or later, believe you and me. So that's the thing. You just got to set them in the right direction. Let them take whatever road they want. But so long as you point them out in the right direction, no matter what road they'll take, they might end in, going down a couple dead ends, having to back up, having to, but so long as they're going north and not south, or going east and not west, or vice versa, so long as you point them in the right direction, they'll get to their destination, okay? It just might take them a little longer. You just point them in the right path. Point them out to the right path and say, hey, this is what you need to know. What you choose to do with that, that's completely up to you. I've learned that in life. I have 3 girls, and guess what? Not god dang one of them will listen to a fucking thing I have to say. None of them. If I try to dictate it, it backfires in my face. And yet, I'm sitting there waiting for them to say, You were right, Dad. But do you think that day ever comes? No. No. I'm waiting for one more healer. No, it doesn't. It never comes. It never will in my life. And I'm okay with it. At the end of the day, it's not necessarily about being right or wrong, though I am a narcissist and I do enjoy putting it in people's faces that I was right. I was right. I was right more than I was wrong, but I admit when I'm wrong. It's fine. People are like, oh, you're not narcissistic. And I'm like, trust you and me, I am. They're like, how can you? I'm like, listen, I just put on a pretty face. It's for you, not really for me. And right now I'm even manipulating you in believing I give a shit when I really fucking don't. And I'm like, and I know that. And I'm sorry. I am sorry. I am. But, you know, I have to learn how to live with people. But at the same time, it is what it is. And the same thing with my children. My children are like, oh, you always think. I'm like, man, it's hard to think when you know. My kids are like, you're an asshole. And I'm like, absolutely. Absolutely. But I relish it. I totally, totally enjoy it. That's fine, though. You got to make a mistake. We all make mistakes. It's fine. I make mistakes. I'm human. We all are. But here's the important aspect of a mistake. How many times can you make a mistake until you learn from it? How many times can you make the mistake and learn from it? It's fine. It's fine. Can't wait for your MMO video. I know, right? Right? So I've gotten the clips. I just got to finish putting it together, and I've got to whatever. I was hoping to get it done last night, but real life came up. Talk about real life. So I've got to get all these little things. And oh my God, like there was a couple of ones. Some of the videos, some of the games that I delved into, I didn't get as much play time in as I would have liked. But other ones I already had, you know, some videos, some clips. So that was easier. But there were a lot, and I mean a lot, of really good strong points to every game I'm going to be putting out on the list. So I was like, oh my God, this is... And when you do the research, and another thing I got to do is do the voiceover. So that's another thing. So I got to put the clips together, categorize them, number them, list the thing in the editor. So there's like 4 processes to the editing system, which is fine. It's just time consuming. And then the voiceover. But once it's done, I think it's going to be good. I'm hoping to get it out early this, like, still, like, by tomorrow. But I might not be done until Thursday or Friday because life's been throwing me curveballs. But I want to get my daily stream in as well. And I'm still waiting for a healer. Son of a bitch. But, no, it was amazing. Simply amazing when I was going through the vid process. And I was like, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is good. This is good. And the biggest thing about this video that I'm going to be coming out with is just pinpointing and a lot of people are going to agree to disagree to say, well, this should be placed here and this should be placed there. I will explain things as I'm listing them, and I will be giving relative score to the video as reflective score to the content of the game separately in the same video. So there will be a video score of the top 10 most accessible MMOs. So their placement as accessibility. And there will be a score on the actual game's performance. And I'll list it as such. So I feel like that was some of the things like, yes, it's at this quality. And this is what I would score it as. But when it comes to accessibility, this is where it scores. So that's important. That's important. And there are certain games here, and I will tell, and once again, I'm going to reintegrate this to the gaming industry. If you're not prepping for crossplay within the next 5 years, you are going to be losing out. I mean, you're going to be left behind. And I do mean, it's like, it's no longer about single platform anymore. Single platform, and I keep reintegrating this, single platform games are going to struggle so bad. Multiplayer games on multi-platform games are going to do better, right, than single platform. So multi-platform is going to do well. It's going to continue. We're in the multi-platform generation. But in the next 5 years becomes now the cross-platform generation, which now games who've already established themselves as cross-platform, which there are only a very, very less than a handful of true cross-platform games. If you aren't cross-platformed within the next 5 years, you're basically fucking yourself from the get. So whoever's in development right now, your only goal is cross-platform. Your only goal now is to get your product to be cross-platformed. Because Microsoft's made their announcement. They want to be the new media for cross-platform. They've already made their deal with Nintendo. It's already been announced. It's like, and now with between Sony and Microsoft, might be some of the discrepancies, but sooner or later, those two are going to have to bite the bullet and soak it up. So between a developer standpoint, this is the best case scenario because it generates more revenue for what? Development. Now, publishers are also going to be suffering in the next 5 years. So during this phase, during this complete reintegration of accessibility, and this is why I want to do this video, between the new integration of accessibility, publishers are going to become an obsolete figure within 5 to 10 years. So self-publishing companies are going to have more significance. And why? And how can you say that? How can you say that? Look at Destiny, right? Look at Destiny. They've cut their ties. They've cut their ties. Why? Because publishers only bring one thing to the table initially, and that's the initial money for development at the heavy cost of profit gain to cut the revenue from the developer itself. So you're giving the crackers while they're smashing on the potatoes and gravy, the mashed potatoes and gravy, because they had the initial resource, but they didn't have the talent. So they're throwing crackers. And if you were a publisher, the only thing you have to say to yourself is, how do we stay relevant in the next decade? Well, I'll give you a hint, motherfuckers. You fucking stop throwing cracker crumbs, because that's what you've been doing for the longest time. Now, it's not going to be that way. Watch and see. And if I die between this time, people can come back to this video and say Mystic was psychic. I wasn't psychic. I'm just educated, motherfuckers. Oh my God, it's a Phoenix. This is how you get the Phoenix mount in Extreme. Holy shit balls. What? It's got a dress. I think I got the most health. Oh no, I don't know this mechanic, man. Seriously.
Tenzin, 'tis I. Sheathe your sword, I beg of you.
Oh man, if I fuck this up.
You gave me the strength to rise from the ashes.
Oh my God. See all these little ones? That is not my job. There's days I really enjoy being a tank, because I can sit here and be like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing, except tanking this boss and dying. Please call those ads kill. Okay. That is not my job. That is not my job. No, no. 80k. This is what 80k health gets you.
Tenzin, 'tis I. Sheathe your sword, I beg of you.
Oh my god.
You gave me the strength to rise from the ashes.
I like the whole, like, the dialogue, though. You gave me the strength to rise from the ashes, because that's what phoenixes do. That's pretty cool. Okay, basic fundamentals, once again. Keep to the fundamentals.
I could not bear to lose you again.
Okay. Good outside circles positioning. Good shit. Am I supposed to do something? Oh, got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. So you got to follow the arrow placement. Okay. Okay. Depending on how many times you get his, how much damage you'll take.
I will protect you.
More than likely.
Promise. Please, my love. If only you would listen.
This is going to be a long one, man.
Why do you do this?
She looks hot as hell in human form. I don't know if you guys are catching this. You just pulled a Chun-Li on my ass? Bitch. Wow! I missed something during her kick-ass performance. There's something I missed there.
Hearken to my melody.
Oh my god. No, no, not this bug. Oh shit. I don't even know what this shit is, yo. Okay, so I'm in the right place right now, obviously. So there's got to be something with the mechanics to each platform.
All I ever wanted was for you and I to...
Okay. Makes sense. Perfect. Well, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's my story and I'm sticking to it.
Tenzin, please!
I'm actually scared that I'm gonna act. Of course I died. I didn't know if I should put it right there, if I should have not. But hey. The other tank should be picking it up while I'm waiting for my res. I gotta get this down. That's what happens when you're learning mechanics for the first time. It's all about placement. Oh shit. No, hell no. Hell no.
Hearken to my melody.
Okay, we gotta pay attention to what's going on mechanically now. It's gonna be a knockback, I think. Okay. I think I got aggro again. I do. Okay, now the fire side. I want to stay on the corner so I don't hit anybody with her though. See how I'm on the corner? Because I don't want her facing anybody when she does cleaves. Oh my. Just right when I was getting ready to move. That's the bad thing about being a tank is like when to move. I don't want to move into somebody. And yet at the same time, I don't want, you got to be careful. The healers are doing good. The op tank's picking up. So that's at least as good as that I can ask for sure. Okay, I got to get mitigation up there really quick. Ah! Come on, man. I was right on the corner there of the cusp. Keep me up. Oh, no. Oh, no. No heals. Gotta fucking heal. Stop dealing damage. Stop it. Fucking stop it. Don't fucking deal damage in that shit. God, son of a bitch. Both your fucking tanks were down. Why? Why, god dang it? Thank you for hitting the ulti, though. Why? Why do healers do that shit? That's prime example, man.
Tenzin, please!
Oh shit.
It must be thus. Then it is you.
Oh shit, Mom. Catch me, man. I busted up on that shield breaker. Oh, and I got the heal right when I needed it.
You didn't make it easy, did you? We will wake you from this madness.
Perfect positioning. Gonna rotate now. Trying to get out of everybody's way. Right there. Perfect.
Hearken to my melody.
I'm gonna feel this one, I think. Oh my. Couple scary parts, good recovery. Man, I fucked up at least on two missed mechanics. The one time I died was not my fault, but the two I missed mechanics, that needs to get cleaned up a little bit. Healers DPSing, for God's sake, stop doing that. I figured if I wanted to spend time in Cyrodiil again, I'd just play through Oblivion. Oh my god. Dude, that is fucking hilarious statement. I love Elder Scrolls. I just don't like the, you know, the headache of the performance. I love the game, but they didn't do bad though. The devs did good. They put in work. Dude, I couldn't imagine that on Extreme. I couldn't imagine some of these ones on Extreme yet. I haven't, like, did them on Extreme. You can get these mounts, but... Oh my god. Yeah. Sorry. Wrong person. I didn't mean to talk to you. Okay. Skip it. I gotta get going. It's a turtle. There are some really good stories also for the side quest and content to unlock. So if you're into that stuff, you know. Alright. So that one should be down here. Yep. I'll turn in. And it should be like, I think I have like 1 or 2 more parts on this quest line. I'm not gonna completely finish at the moment, but you know, once again, priorities, man. All about priorities. Alright. See? Yep. And then there's another part of the quest. Continues. Surpassing the samurai. Oh, I'll just pick it up so I have it. Okay. Pretty much said and done. clear this out. So what I have left here, and there's like a list of dungeons. So I have 3 more dungeons so I can do the normal dungeons, right? There's 3 more question marks. So I got to get those unlocked, right? And then on here, I only have 1 more to do the expert dungeons. So once I get those done, I'll have access to that. I already have the 365 to do this and the 360 to do this. So once you get that, then those are the 2 requirements for those dailies. And then I want to say there's a trial once you get all the trials. I'm not mistaken. So, but there you guys have it. Once again, or it could just be under trials. It could be, but I doubt it. Anyways, guys, I don't know why they want to separate that if that's the case. Despotics tournament showed how nasty the PvP community is. It was horrible and sad to see, right? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, the ESO community, yeah, especially the PvPers are toxic as fuck. The PvEers are toxic. Here's my recommendation. You want to see toxic players, right? You want to see bullshit toxicity, real toxicity, and people who think that their shit doesn't stink. Go watch Outcast and go watch Asian and go watch who else is the other douchebag. There's another douchebag, I forget his name. Those 3 are fucking toxic. There's 3 really fucking guys, and Outcast is the head honcho of the toxic mentality. I mean, being elite's one thing, but being like snub, he's snub. Like, he is a snub, motherfucker. Like, I would have loved to meet a person like Outcast in real life. Be like, yo, man, you want to spar? Let's go. Those are the type of people you just want to, you don't want to kick their asses. You just want to, kind of play with them a little bit, right? Humble them a little bit more. It's okay. People don't need to get their asses kicked. The people just need to humble themselves, right? Just humble yourself. Be a humble individual. Be grateful, and reflect that attitude, An Asian is a total, like, that dude thinks he knows what he's talking about, and he doesn't know what he's talking about. He sucks up on Outcast content, puts out the same shit, and claims it's his content. Okay. Okay. Anyways, to each their own. It's not my thing. Once again, I will say this. I want to thank everybody for watching, as always. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Nobody's perfect. Not even I. I wish I was, but I'm not. And just, try to treat each other with respect. It's okay. It's okay. I know a lot of people, it's hard for them to understand my outlook on things, but just because I'm a certain way doesn't mean I don't care about what's the most important for everybody around me. I think that's the biggest thing in my life and in what I do in gaming, what I do in real life, and what I do for my family life. I care about how everything plays out and how it affects those around me. And even though that might sound a little, cliche, everything ties together. It all ties in together, right? I don't think a lot of people understand most of the problem with consequence is never understanding the actions that led you to the consequence, and how, even if you don't think it was a consequence of the actions or lack of action, because lack of action can have its own consequence, it relatively get it relatively connects and it's much bigger than most people can anticipate. And, you know, I'll leave it off with that. Let's just say that. But once again, I want to thank everybody. Enjoy your game, enjoy your lives, and once again, I'm Mr. Craven. This is Mystics MMOs, and have a nice day, everybody.